Hello guys, welcome to a new video, and I'm back with another stock split video. There are three major stocks that's gonna split soon, and I want you to know all about that. There is one particular one which is doing 15 to 1, and that's a very interesting one. You should definitely check that out. If you're interested, stick around, and with that, let's start. Okay, before we start with the actual stocks, right? If you are completely new to the stock splits, then I have some videos that I'll put in the description. Quickly to cover what a stock split is, right? It's just a phenomena where you basically, if the valuation of company or for any other reason, if they think that the stock price is too high for the retail everyday investors like you and me, and in that case, they decide to go for a stock split. In reality, it does not change any valuation, or it does not increase the price of your holding, right? So for example, if you have $100 stock and that gets split 2 to 1, you will get two stocks of 50 each, right? So overall your value would still remain $100, but the quantity of the stock is what changes. So instead of one, you now have two stocks. That's all the stock split is. But there are certain benefits, right, when it comes to stock split, and why it's a very good time for the run up to the stock split, because it adds a much anticipation that there would be a huge volume. Because let's say one stock is at maybe more than $1,000, right? And if a retail investor wants to invest, they have to have that $1,000. But if let's say they do 10 to 1 stock split, that makes the stock really liquid, and that's a big advantage that you get when you are doing the stock split. And also the options market, right? And that's where it basically makes a lot of sense for option trader. My channel is mostly about options trading, and this is one factor that I look forward to, right? Because that makes owning 100 stocks very easy, right? Because for options, as you know, we need to have 100 stocks, and after the split, as the value goes down, you can easily own 100 stock and you can start doing the options trading. So that's in a nutshell what a stock split is. Let's quickly jump on to the three stocks that are gonna split very soon. Okay, so the first one is Fastenal, right? Take a symbol FAST, and this is a leading distributor of industrial and construction supplies. If you go to their site, mostly you may have come across them. Maybe you do not know this, the company wise, but they basically make a lot of industrial products. As you can see here, there are a lot of products, and they are into a lot of like machinery, motors, and whatnot, right? Tool equipment and everything. So that is, as a company, if you want to dig more into the company, you can definitely check out their site. What I am interested in is what they're going to do for the stock split, right? So they are going to do a 2-for-1 stock split, and that's gonna happen on May 22nd, right? So that's the date that you should note. And as a company's performance wise, right, if you look at, they are doing pretty good. If you look at their 1 year performance, they are up 18.21%. 3 month performance is 6%, and overall they are pretty green in terms of that. If you look at their chart, right, a 1 year chart, they are basically almost a very good chart with few dips. But overall, if you draw down a line, then you will have a good trend line, right? That's gonna starts like a year back, but it's still trending upward. So that's what a chart that you should be looking at. And with that sense, this is a good stock, and this also is a dividend stock, so that makes it more interesting because it pays dividend, right? So right now, if you look at, right, it's hovering around $78. So with the stock split, as I said, right, it's basically they announced the stock split 2-for-1, and they're gonna do the record date on May 5. So that's the date where, if you own this stock before that date, then that's what they're gonna count as a shareholder. But if you buy after this date, you are not gonna be counted as a shareholder. So if you own this stock on May 5th, that makes you eligible for this stock split, and that actual split happens on May 21st, and then starting May 22nd you will have the split adjusted stocks, right? So right now their price is hovering around $78. So once, let's say, for the calculation, let's assume that it's $80, right? And they are doing 2 to 1, so that means after the split you will have two shares of 40 each. So that's the fast. Definitely look at this company, they are pretty good, and as I said, that makes stock very liquid, and that will open up it for options trading as well, right? You can run wheelie strategy very easily. I have some videos how to do that wheelie strategy in detail. Definitely check that out. It's a very good strategy, especially for these kind of stocks where the trend line is intact and it's all going upwards, right? So good stock for the wheelie strategy as well. Okay, number two, right? Number two is Coke. That's Coca-Cola. And again, do not confuse this with the Coke. That's take a symbol KO. That's a separate one. This is the Coca-Cola Consolidated. They are basically a bottling company, and they do mainly primarily for the Coke. They are the bottling company. So that's what it is. And this is not the original Coke. So do remember that. And they have announced 10 for 1 stock splits for both their stocks and shareholders. As for that case, it was May 2nd. For this case, they are going to record it on May 16th. So May 16th, if you own this stock, then that's you're gonna be eligible for 10 for 1 split, right? And the actual distribution would start on May 23rd. So that's about the Coke. If you look at their performance wise, they are pretty much, I would say, a kind of overall it's good, except the recent downturn that we saw in last month. They came down. Otherwise, their trend line is still looking pretty good, and they are hovering around a $1,200 mark. So after the split, that will make it very appealing for options trading again, because after the 10 for 1 split, each stock is gonna be $120, right? And that makes it very reachable for everyday investors, and that's why you would see a lot of volume coming into the stock, and that would definitely gonna drive the price up. So do check this out, and if you are interested, definitely go for it, because there is gonna be at least short term run up till the stock split, and then after that, depending on what's the volume and what's the technical indicators is, it can still move up higher. Okay, the last one, and this is really the good one that you have to, out of these three that I'm gonna discuss today, this is the one that is really good, right? And that is O'Reilly Automotive Parts. Take a symbol ORLY, and they announced 15 for 1 stock split. O'Reilly, if you don't know, I think this brand you probably definitely have heard of. They are big into the automotive parts and supplies. So they have a lot of stores in US, and they are a pretty stable company. I'm gonna show you the chart. They're pretty stable company in that sense. So for the stock split, they are going to do 15 for 1 stock split, and for this one, the record date is gonna be June 2nd. So that's the record date. You should be owning this stock before that date, right? And the distribution date is June 9th, and the stock is gonna trade with the split adjusted price starting June 10th, right? So most important date I would say here is June 2nd. That's the record date. If you wanna own this stock, own it before that, because if you buy after that, you're not gonna be eligible for the stock split price, right? Let's quickly check the charts. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you. This performance wise, this is also a good. If you look at their 1 year performance, they are up almost 36%, even with all this recent tariff and everything going on, right? This stock has done pretty good. That is pretty much, as you can see from this chart, right? This is a 1 year chart, and if you look at, they have a pretty decent graph here. They did come down a little bit, but overall, if you look at the 1 year chart, this is the kind of chart that you should have in your portfolio, right? This is a very stable company, very good stock. Definitely watch out this one. And the price wise, it's running at 1400 right now. So they are doing a 15 for 1, right? So it's gonna bring this closer to $70-80 price, and that will make a lot of investors going into this for the options trading. Very good stock for the options trading, so definitely check that out. So that was it guys for this video. Again, as I said, stock split phenomena does not change anything in the stock, but it definitely makes the stock very attractive during this run up time. Do check out all of them, do your own due diligence, but from my perspective, if you have to just go with one, then definitely go with the O'Reilly one, because that is very promising. So with that, I'm going to close this video. If you have any questions related to this stock split or options trading in general, definitely put your questions down in the comment below. I will respond to that. I'll talk to you in my next video guys. Till then, happy investing. Bye bye.